Hello, Level 2 coaches. This is Christina Rivoli, and I just wanted to make a quick video about how to invite people that you know that you would think that would be make an amazing coach on your team and help you get to Emerald and would be amazing assets to the Legacy Elite family. Okay, so in Legacy Elite, you're going to go to the Facebook group and you're going to click over here on Files. You open up the Files tab. And where it says all files here, this is an amazing resource for you as new coaches, especially if you're still trying to figure out how to navigate, what to do, how do I be a coach, what do I post in my groups, stuff like that. So this is your go-to place, and it'll tell you almost every single thing that we have posted. It's a work in progress, so just know that it's going to be constantly updated with new resources for you. So you open here. So right here it says the basics for new coaches. We have a coach checklist. So if you haven't checked that yet, go ahead and do that. It's going to just walk you through various basic new coach tasks for you. Our 1, 2, 3 training system, which you guys are in level 2, so you also have this in our level 2 group, but it's here as well for everybody to use and have access to. Just amazing resources that are super helpful. Take a lot of work, so that it takes a lot of less work off your shoulders, so that way you can feel confident in learning how to coach and learning how to get to Emerald, learning how to rank events to Diamond, and so forth, and just become a very successful Beachbody coach. Okay, so right here where it says scripts, I want you to click on scripts. And you're going to see here, there's a lot of scripts for you to use. The most familiar that we have been posting in level 2 group is a challenge application script or the 5-step invite. Go ahead and look through those, but specifically for coaching and recruiting, I want you to go right here. The 8-step invite to coaching script. I want you to open that. And it's going to walk you through exactly what your initial invite to your person is going to look like. So you read through this, and so just know that this first message is really, really helpful, and it works, to put it in plain people's terms. Okay, so basically, it's going to walk you through exactly what to write in your first message. Hey, I'm about to run out the door, so you want to create urgency. I usually do, hey, I'm about to pick up my son, but I've been thinking about you, and I wanted to send this quick message. Or I'm about to work out, but I wanted to send you this quick message before I forgot. So you just want to make it seem like you're super busy, because everybody is busy and we don't have a lot of time. So you just want to make it super urgent. So I'm about to run out the door to go pick up my son, but I've been thinking about you, so I wanted to send this really quick message. Then you're going to compliment them. I always admired how positive you've been in my life, or just give them a compliment, a simple compliment. And then the next sentence is going to be, have I mentioned that, it says right here, I know you mentioned you could use some extra cash flow, or I know you mentioned before that you wish you would be able to stay home with your kids, or I know you mentioned before that you wanted to go on vacation, but you couldn't afford it. So a simple sentence like that. And then the next sentence is going to be, if I could send you some info, would you be willing to watch it? See, it's really simple, real direct. You wait for their response. If they respond, sure, yeah, I have a few minutes. Then your next message is going to be step 5. So great. When do you think you'll be able to watch a webinar that's 30 minutes? You can send them our pre-recorded Legacy Elite webinars. Or if we are doing a sneak peek, you can let them know that there's going to be a free 3-day sneak peek that you can add them to on Facebook that give you more information, stuff like that. So depending on which route you're going to do, that's going to be your step 5. You're going to wait for the response. They say, I have time now, or I can watch it later on, or when I get out of work. So whatever the response is, then you're going to go to step 6. You're going to send step 6. Okay, cool. Here's the link, or here's this is when the group's going to start, or this is the time our live webinar is going to be. Whatever your response, whatever route you're going to go to, and then you're going to give them a follow-up time. So would it be okay if I call you on Tuesday at 12 p.m. during your lunch hour? Or can I call you Wednesday night after the live webinar? If our webinar is at 6:30, can I call you at 7:30? You know, you just want to give them a direct follow-up time that that will work for you first, for the most part, and that's going to work for them as well, for their schedule. So just keep that in mind. And then you're going to wait for the response. Sure, that'll be great. Okay, so then step 7 is, what's the best number for me to reach you on? Or would you prefer me messaging you back on Facebook? So however you're going to follow up with them. Okay, and then step 8, you're going to get off the phone, or get off the phone, and you're great. Looking forward to talking with you then. So you're gonna end the conversation. So it's a really quick invite, basically complimenting them. Well, first creating urgency, complimenting them, asking them if they have a few moments to record a webinar, go on a live webinar, do a sneak peek, whatever route you're gonna do. You're gonna wait for the response, and then you just go through the steps. It's only a simple 8 steps, sorry for the stuttering, a simple 8-step process. It's just like a quick invite. So that way you know where they stand and if they have the time to do it, or if they're even interested in doing it. So if they say no, fine, it's okay. Don't be afraid of those no's, because those no's will eventually turn to a yes, whether it's 2 weeks later, 1 month later, 6 months later, a year later. I have had people contact me 3 years later, now going on 4 years later, that I first talked to when I first became a coach. I was first starting to get to Emerald. So don't worry about those no's. They eventually will come around, as long as you remain consistent in your fitness, you remain consistent in your postings, and you remain consistent with your coaching and holding monthly coaching challenge groups, and keep the inviting process going. As long as you remain consistent and you're not posting like 1 week and then you're off for 3 weeks and then post again for another 1 week, that is not consistent. Consistent is an everyday living your life the best you can to be healthy, sharing it on Facebook, remaining consistent in people's eyes. Okay, so how do you follow up this next part? So after they watch the video, after they attended the live webinar, after they done the sneak peek, these are the questions that you're going to ask when you either get on the phone with them, or if you message them on Facebook, to ask them what they liked about what they saw. Okay, so they're simple questions. What did you like best? On a scale from 1 to 10, where do you see yourself regards to getting started? It's just going to give you a basic understanding of where they stand and how they feel about what they saw. Okay? And that's it. It'll work you through the process. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to post in our level 2 group. And it's really easy. Don't let this scare you. Don't let the inviting to be a coach scare you, because it's not. It's nothing to be fearful about. It's really easy, and you're helping somebody in the process. Okay, let me go back here. So where are these webinars that we keep talking about? Right here. So the very first section, a look at our team. The team calls are there. We all know that. And how to watch the recording webinar. So first, let's click on team calls. The link for the team calls on our Legacy Elite YouTube channel is right here. So if you click on that, these are the team calls, the past team calls. So if we go click on playlist, coaching webinars, there's 6 total right here. So you have an option, if you have some time, watch through them, see which ones you resonate the most to, which ones speak to your niche market, your ideal customer, which one will help the person you want to send this to the most. They're hosted by different coaches, so we each have different personalities. We each speak to a different type of person. So depending on who you are and what your values are and how you see yourself as a coach is going to depend on which webinar you want to send to your prospect. So go ahead and do that. So just know that this is how to find it. If you have any further questions, go ahead and either message me. Well, first, here's what you need to do first. First, you need to see if you can figure it out. Try, make the effort. If you can't figure out, if you still have the question, post in the level 2 group and tag your sponsoring coach. If you're still confused and that doesn't clear up anything, tag the coach that's leading the level 2. If that still doesn't work and you still need a response, then you can tag or message your upline diamond, and we can figure it out. So that's like the chain of command that you should always work with, regardless of any question, even if it's outside of inviting to be a coach. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is really helpful.